Alright, so I've made it to Osaka and right now I am starving, so what better way to spend it than eating on famous Dotonbori Street. So this street is really well known because it is just full of food stalls and you can get some pretty awesome and unusual things around here. So I'm going to see what I can get and fill my stomach. So the first thing you'll probably notice walking along the street is you'll see a lot of big things, big food like this. So we got a ginormous, massive crab, and along the whole way there is just other monster things. Alright, so I think first thing I'll try tonight is that big giant thing on the wall. So they look like dumplings, but I think they're called original gyozas. They're this. Right, so it's probably going to be a bit hard to vlog and eat at the same time, but I'll give it a go. So this is it here. There's like 240 pesos. Sorry, not pesos, 240 yen. But they taste delicious. So it is kind of like a dumpling, but way better. And it just tastes like it has more vegetables and stuff in it. But these are really popular. I've seen these in a lot of places I've gone to. But yeah, I rate it delicious. So this behind me is takoyaki. So this is probably the most popular food I've seen throughout Japan. And so pretty much it is just like an octopus pastry ball, but like I've tried it before, but it's super gooey in the middle. It's super delicious. It's definitely worth trying if you're here. And I've also seen takoyaki, what's it called again? Takoyaki flavored Pringles, which I haven't tried, but that'd be very bizarre. And for some reason, the octopus is holding a takoyaki as well, which just seems weird because it's holding itself. Another thing I've noticed they eat a lot is crabs. So that right there is big crab legs, and I've seen a lot of crab shows before. So they're the Alaskan king crabs. So they have just massive long legs, and I've tried it before. It is really delicious, but it was quite expensive.
How creepy is this guy? Look at that face.
Dried out octopus on a stick. Yum. God, so many flavours of Kit Kat. strawberry cheesecake flavour. Oh wow. Look at this one. Purple sweet potato. I've never seen so many flavours of Kit Kat in my life. Wasabi. Oh,
So that wouldn't be good.
Alright, so now I've got myself a rice dumpling with soya sauce and sugar. It's like a very weird texture. It's a good flavour, but the texture of it is like eating Play-Doh. So this just for one was 200 yen. But it is good with the flavouring. Just a really weird Play-Doh texture. They have some amazing fresh seafood everywhere you go throughout Japan. Like, when you think about it, majority of like Australia's seafood gets shipped over to Japan. But they are huge on tunas over here. When I was in Tokyo, I really wanted to go to the tuna auction, but I didn't get around to going to it because like the auction starts at 5 in the morning, which I really was annoyed that I missed. But like tuna sells for ridiculous prices. There was one that sold a couple months ago for $2.1 million. But yeah, they are huge on their tuna here, guys. So ramen is a really great dish to have anywhere throughout Japan. I highly recommend it because it is actually pretty cheap. I had one the other day and all I did was go up to some machine and you just press into the machine what type of ramen you wanted, and it was like 600 yen and I got a massive proportion. It was probably the biggest feed I've had in Japan. So I highly recommend it because it is good and cheap. Probably noticed already, but it is extremely busy tonight because it is the night time. A lot of people come out at night, and I really recommend coming out at night because it is just so much more lively. Everything lit up. It just seems so much better. It's kind of like walking down a Vegas strip. I've been here during the day and it's just not the same. And also it is a Sunday, so that's why there's a lot of people around. And pretty much every like second to third stall around here is one of those takoyaki stalls. So you will see a lot of those around. While you're walking along the main Dotonbori Street, you'll also notice in some areas it splits off. So like spots down that way is not as much food, but there's like other little shops and stuff, which is really cool to see.
There's guy there. Looks like he's trying to force one out on the toilet.
Kobe beef is probably some of the best beef you'll try, but it is also very expensive. I would love to try it, but I don't think I'm willing to pay a couple thousand yen for them.
Alright, so these things are really interesting. I've seen these around a lot.
So it's called honey toast.
I don't really know why it's called toast because it looks like half a slice of bread.
But they look delicious. So this one's like chocolate banana honey. That's a honey toast pudding, gourmet toast roasted cheese curry, and that is a stuffed doll one.
Oh man, they look pretty good. Spider-Man. Spider-Man in the plane.
See what I mean by there's a lot of giant things on walls around here? Everywhere you go.
Could I get beef tongue? Beef tongue. One beef tongue. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, so I've never tried beef tongue before, and it was 300 yen, so I thought, why not? I'll give it a go. Well, bit chewy. Pretty good. It just tastes like normal beef, but really chewy. I've come to the end of the Dotonbori Street, so at one end you got a giant crab, and at the other end you also have a giant crab. But I think I've had enough dinner, and now it is time to test out some tasty desserts. Yes! Okay, so I've been wanting to try these for a long time now. This is called a melon pan. It's like a pastry dessert, but I got the matcha melon pan. Don't know what matcha is, but I've seen it quite a few times. I think it means green tea, but I guess I'll find out. So let's see what this tastes like. Oh yeah. So that is really good. So I think it's ice cream in the middle, and yeah, that's green tea. But this bun is so good. It's like a donut. Oh, that is nice. Probably wouldn't get the green tea one again though, because green tea tastes funny. So you'll never go thirsty in Japan, because everywhere you go, all along the streets, so many places, you have vending machines. Vending machines with all sorts of drinks. I've tried a few. Some are weird, some are good. But majority of the times they're pretty weird. Oh, probably the coolest vending machine I've ever seen. Pikachu vending machine. That's awesome. Usually if you get a big lineup, getting some food around here, majority of the times there will be different stalls. So like this one right here, that's a melon pan stall. So there's a big lineup there. And where I got mine, there was no one. So if you want some food and there's a lineup, just go to another stall, because most likely there will be more the same. So pretty much out front of every restaurant you go to, you will most likely see this. So this is pretty much just like fake models of all the food that's on the menu. And it is really good, because a lot of the times everything's just in Japanese and you don't really know what you're buying. But because they have it all just set out there on display, you kind of have an idea what you're buying. Yes, okay, so this is the last thing I wanted to find around here, and I found it. So this is bubble tea. I've seen it in a lot of different places, and there was one place in Kyoto where there was like a lineup of 100 people just to get this. So of course I had to try, and now let's give it a go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so there's, can't see it, so there's little ball things in it. Chewy. They're like chewy tea balls. I thought they were going to be like those gel balls where they just burst in your mouth, but they're chewy. Oh, really weird. But it is delicious, and it is such a cool feeling when you sip it through the straw. And I cannot believe how busy it is here still. Like, it's about 9:30 p.m. and it just keeps getting busier and busier. So right now this is the Dotonbori Bridge. So this is a really popular spot because you got this. So this is the Dotonbori River. So there's a really, really nice area, and you got like you got your walkway down there as well. But It is pretty chaotic through here, pretty busy. But behind me, if you go all the way that way, there's sort of more shops and that too, and same with that way. But if you come on a weekend, this is most likely what it's going to be like, guys. So you most likely see a lot of street performers here and there throughout the streets. That guy was pretty cool. I've never seen someone turn a bicycle into a drum set. But also on the point of how chaotic everything can be, check out this. So after you've checked out a lot of Dotonbori Street and you've filled your stomach so full with food, I highly recommend coming down this wharf area near the river, because this is a good way just to get away from the crowds. I'm surprised that there's not many people along here. And it is just a really nice scenic walk. And also, if you want to get a ferry cruise along this Dotonbori River, you can, because I've seen a few go by lately. And another really cool thing along here, check out this, guys. It is sick. How cool is this? It's huge. I was so amazed when I first saw this thing. Like, look at that. How big is that thing? Like, do you call that a Ferris oval because it's oval shape, or is it classified as a Ferris wheel? I don't know. It's pretty impressive, and it is so much cooler to see at night time when it's all lit up. I don't quite remember the name of it, but I'll put the name right here. But I did a bit of research on this, and apparently this actually just opened up again last year, because in 2008 it was closed down because of some technical problems, and it was closed for like 10 years straight. But then everyone wanted to reopen again, so they ended up reopening it last year. So I'm probably not going to go in it tonight, because there's a massive lineup, and I'm not too sure if I want to wait an hour to go up in there. But apparently it takes 15 minutes to do the full loop, and you get an amazing view of the whole city. And I think it cost around 600 yen, which is not too bad. But yeah, it is pretty impressive. Just look at it, look at it. Well, there you have it, guys, the famous Dotonbori Street. It has been an amazing night tonight. I have had some pretty epic food, so much more food I would love to try, but I don't think I'll be able to fit it in, and I don't want to spend all my money. But you could, if you're staying in Osaka for a few nights, definitely just keep coming back to the street and try something different every night you're here, because it is well worth it, and it is the Japanese experience. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my, I'm just trying to maze with the people at the moment. Subscribe to my channel, and I will fight my way back to my hostel through these crowds. Thanks for watching. Follow your dreams and skate your coming home. Oh my god, I actually found myself a Japanese robot. Oh, it speaks English. Oh, okay. Freshly baked that. That's so cool. Thank you, my robot friend. Very helpful.